Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to World of Tanks. Today with day 17 already. Christmas is coming near. And today we get the 59 Patton that I've never heard before, or just once or twice, but I never saw the thing. Neither in-game nor in the shop. That's because I think it's the first time we get that in Europe. It was on the NA servers, but that was in September, if I am correct on that. What do you get? You get the Tier 8 Premium Chinese Tank, Medium Tank, the 59 Patton, with 375 gold and 1 garage slot. So, what is the 59 Patton? The 59 Patton, we will do in a second. The 59 Patton, just to know what it is a hybrid Chinese tank between the Type 59 chassis and a Tier 9 or 10 Patton turret on top with some slight modifications. So, what is it all about? Is it the next Type 59? Is it any good? We will see. So, first of all, let's just see. Health point wise, where is it? 59 Patton. 1400. It's right in the middle. You can only get 1300 or 1500 if you want to buy a premium medium tank. And that is all I will compare here, since there are too many tier 8 medium tanks all around. So I will compare the premium tank so that you know where to put your money if you have the chance to do. The Type 59 is in there, but the Type 59 you will not be able to buy, or very, very rarely. We will see if that shows up in the calendar. I'm not sure. This, the new one, the STA2, pretty new Super Pershing. Is it still in the shop? I think it is. Alpha damage. Yeah, the M4A1 French Sherman has the big alpha damage gun. The same for the T34-3. Type 59 250, that's quite a lot. I expected it to have less. And 59 Patton sitting down here at 240. But more important, DPM. Let's see. Type 59 on the very last place here. Punter with the rapid firing 8.8 gun right on top. The differences are not this big, I think. 2000 to 1700. 59 Patton sitting in the middle or a little bit above with nearly 1900 DPM. Standard shell penetration, and that's where it sucks. The only one that has less is the Super Pershing with 170 and the T34-3 with the big gun with little penetration compared to the M4A with the good penetration on the big gun. Sitting there with 190 millimeter, it's still not bad, but 190 could be more. Am I comparing the right shells? Yes, I do. Actually, comparing all the other guns, that is pretty acceptable from my point of view. Looking okay so far. I don't have problems with the 181 of the Type 59. You just have to aim a little bit better with that. Premium shell penetration 250. That's also pretty good. More than Type 59. Same as T34. Same as the M4A1. Not as much as the Japanese premium tank, but this is actually quite a lot. On the other hand, you only have 185 with the STA2. So, penetration looks okay. 190 is pretty good. Accuracy, right at the bottom. Still, 0.39 is not the worst I've seen. Aiming time, 2.9 on the Type and 2.5 on the Patton. Not as good as STA AMX. The AMX has quite the good gun, so if you can work without armor, the AMX is definitely the type for you. And viewing range, That sits right at the bottom with only 370 meters. Even if you push that up with all the items and modules you can get, you will have a hard time reaching the cap of the view range. Let's take out the gun parameters and see what the mobility is up to. So, weight as much as the Type 59, which is interesting. I thought the turret looks way heavier. Specific power slightly under the Type 59, but it will probably drive somehow similar. It has 6 less kilometers max speed, but with 50 kilometers, it's not half bad, considering third place of all the premium tanks. Let's see what the specific power turret is. Yeah, there it's right in the middle with 14.4. That is probably... Is it horsepower per ton? Does it tell me that? It doesn't. Traverse speed, excellent. Turret traverse speed, well, not bad. Only 2 degrees less than the top tier, so still excellent. You will probably have not a lot of trouble aiming your gun at things that try to circle you. So, are there any downsides to it compared to it being a rather, well, I would say normal premium tank? Here we have the model, and you probably see it already. There's one big downside to it. It's definitely not the front armor, which will even straight ahead give you about 160 to 170 millimeters of armor, and even when you angle it, it will get even more. But there is that big thing on top, and that is a really big weak point. I mean, look at that thing. If you see that somewhere popping up, you cannot miss it, and it doesn't matter how you hit it, it will always give you a decent way to penetrate the tank. And the problem is, since you watch out of the viewport there, and you have to shoot while, because your gun is down there, this will always be first visible. You can simply not look over a ridge with that tank without being hit. That, of course, is if you play against people who know how to aim at specific modules and not just go auto aim and in your face. But it is tier 8, so that will be most likely the case that you meet people who know what they are doing, or at least how to aim for the viewport. So once you get it hauled down, you have a very good turret that is very effective and has quite a lot of armor and will bounce off really quite a lot of shells, but they just need to shoot into that big cupola thing on top, and 80mm won't stop anything. So, one big weak point, one big flaw making that tank hard to recommend. It has, from the point that I stand, a somehow similar mobility to the Type 59. It is bigger, but that thing just makes me say no, I really won't recommend that. The question is, what would you buy? From all the tanks in the list, it's really hard to decide where to put your money. The AMX CDC gives you really good. It gives you a really good top speed, really good mobility, but you will definitely lack armor of any kind. And the 59 Patton at least has armor, so when someone snipes you, he will not automatically auto damage you. The Panther, I have no real recommendation on that since I didn't drive it, but Panthers are not really known for their superior armor. So if you want a good medium tank, you might take a closer look at the T54 first prototype. Type 59, if it pops up again. The T34-3 has a big gun. I'm not sure if that works out that well. So, from what I've shown you, I hope you can make your own decision. It's quite pricey bundled with the 3,750 gold. But in the bundle, the price is fair, but that's basically always the case. So, give me your opinion on the tank. I'm very curious to read about it. Tell me if you ever saw one in battle. Tell me how you did against it. Tell me how you do in the tank. Also leave a like if you want to help the channel. See you on the next day. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Stop. Wait. Don't run away. There is a little addendum I'd like to add to the review. Because, just checked that again after I just told you everything about it. The standard shell penetration of the 59 Patton originally started at 173 millimeters. There must have been a lot of complaints about this, considering that it's already up to 190. So it was sitting at 173 right over the Super Pershing and under the T34-3, and that was probably really hard to play with that kind of penetration. The premium shell penetration was the same with 250, but just consider it having 17 less millimeter penetration. It doesn't sound that much, but when you look at the list, it brings it right down there and would have made the recommendation quite a lot harder. With that now, it works way better. So, bye again.